Hi everyone, it's Chrissy Lawley here from the Fans POV, and with me is a very legendary cosplayer, Dustbunny.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the interview.
I'm really excited to be here. So
I know you're very busy because I've seen with all the costumes and photo shoots. I'm sure it's going to be a hectic weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'll be pretty busy, but I mean, Katsucon was the first con I ever went to, so it's more just like fun and hanging out with friends than anything. So
that's true. That's what I think. I think that's a good description of cons, is to hang out and have fun with friends.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Dustbunny here won 2 of our awards for Best of 2014. She won a cosplay that broke the internet and Best Cosplay of the Year with her Totoro dress, which I have to say was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And I understand why it broke the internet. Everyone went nuts over it.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. I mean, you know.
Well, we're just gonna do a basic interview. So, my first question is, how did you get into the convention scene?
Well, I first started cosplaying in 2013, and Katsucon was my first convention. Back then it was like super tiny and, you know, not here in the beautiful Gaylord Hotel. I was really into anime, and I learned that there were conventions in the area that you could go to, and I was like, I'll go. And then I heard you could wear costumes of your favorite characters, and I was like, that's a really good idea. And so that's what I decided to do, and I haven't stopped. So
that's usually how it starts. Is there a particular part of conventions that is just your fave, that's the reason you come back all the time?
I mean, I really love Katsucon, and it's kind of my favorite one currently, but I live in Los Angeles, so...
Oh wow, that's a haul.
So there's so many conventions there, and I think every month there's like another one, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think we've looked up, and it's like literally in the world, there's every weekend there's at least 1 or 2 conventions going on, so...
It's pretty crazy, I mean, you know.
As a cosplayer, and being the fact that you do so many, and you've been obviously well known for it, is there any tips you have for first-time cosplayers?
Well, I just did a panel actually for cosplay from start to finish, which was how to kind of start and finish your first costume, or, you know, or whatever, and you've never done cosplay before. And my biggest tip was actually, when you figure out what you want to do, to make a list before you do anything and figure out what you can buy and what you can make, because that's kind of the biggest breakdown, because then it kind of configures your budget and time and everything. So that's something that a lot of people don't talk about, but, you know.
That is actually very good. I should have done that for mine, because God knows last minute I'm like, I don't have. What was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay was Kagome from Inuyasha. Yeah, it was so fun, but I had the wrong shoes, which every cosplayer back then did, so it didn't matter. But
everyone's got started.
Yeah, but the skirt was sewn. I did sew the skirt, but everything else was safety pinned and hot glued together. So, you know.
Is there a particular cosplay that you've done over the years that happens to be your favorite?
I honestly really love the Totoro gown I did. That's like probably the favorite one I have ever done. Not really so much that it became really popular, because honestly when I made it I didn't think that was going to happen. I was just like, I want to make Totoro dress because I love Totoro forever and ever, and mostly because it's just super comfortable. And I can just take off my heels and no one will know. I just shrink a little.
And also, it was a very pretty dress.
Yeah, it was super comfortable. And since it's so cold here, it was really just felt comfortable.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Is there a particular cosplay that it's on the bucket list, is like, one day I will do it?
I don't know, that changes like every couple of days. Well, like Sonico, for one, was one I've been wanting to do for at least a couple of years now, but I've only now been able to really do it because I couldn't find headphones, so I actually had these made by my prop maker and, you know, a lot of other pieces that, you know, you could probably buy, but I decided, you know, go balls all out and just make it, so.
Best way to get it.
Yeah, and now I want to do more Sonicos because she has like a million costumes and it'd be fun.
Oh boy, that list is gonna get longer.
Yeah.
Since you make your costumes, is there any particular fabric that you just like, okay, this is the best fabric ever, I love working with it?
I think for a really long time, I really loved broadcloths because they, like, you know, poplin and stuff, they like stretch out and you can just do a lot with them. Any stretch fabric is actually my favorite because then if you make a little mistake, like maybe you cut a little too much off, it kind of is forgiving and Yeah. Also Velveteen, I've gotten into Velveteen a lot recently, which is really nice, and it's cheaper than Velvet. So and the like the height of, because Velvet's really high and it's a little shorter, so you can do a lot more.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. Is there a particular fabric that you're like, do I have to use it? I don't want to use it.
Most spandexes I don't like, mostly because it's just, I don't know, I'm not so good at them, and I haven't done very many like superhero costumes, so I've never had a real reason, and then when I do have to use it, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do it.
So you're kind of basically avoiding it. Being with the cosplays and doing all these different styles and costumes, has there been a big influence? It's like, okay, this is why I'm doing it, or this is why I want to do this one in particular?
I mean, each costume I pick is always different, like why I pick it. Like, for some reason I just really love the characters, other times I just really like the design, other times I just want to make a character into like a ball gown or whatever and just make something really original and different. But you know, when I first started, it was like, oh, I really just want to show off my fandom, and now it's like, I really just want to show people it's okay to cosplay and show off their fandoms too. So it's totally different than it used to be. But
I like that. That's good. You just here. This is what we are. Here we have fun. Have fun. Is there any special secret technique you have, or particular tips when it comes to? I know you said like the tips with making a list, but any particular tips on specific, like, oh, this, if you're gonna use this, sew this way, or a secret technique?
Well, actually, I have one technique that I developed recently with dyeing wigs, and I use Jacquard paint, and Jacquard is a company that sells a lot of these different dyes and paints, and the one I use is Neopaque, and it's a condensed pigment acrylic. So you just put water, and then you take a brush, and then you just paint it on, and it comes out like any other wig would look, and it doesn't smell, and it doesn't flake off, and it's like, it's really amazing, and it's so much cheaper than doing Sharpies or anything else.
Okay, that's cool. I know some people, as the years have been going on, it's been getting really competitive and like hardcore with the cosplay community and the con. Has there ever been a time where it's like, I'm done, I don't want to deal with this anymore?
Yeah, I went through that for a little while because there was a huge amount of these girls who just, you know, were a little bit more revealing, and they just went to booths and that's all that they did. And that happened, maybe it's been happening, but it got really big maybe 5 years ago. It just started becoming a huge deal. And then I started trying to compete with that, and I realized I don't like doing this. It's not why I cosplay, and I was like, I can't keep doing it. And then that's when I decided, all right, I just need to do what I like to do. And then I made Totoro, and then that just changed the whole game for a lot of people, and it was a big deal to me too, because then it was like, oh, I don't have to like be super revealing to be, you know, well known. So
as long as it is well done, it tastes well done, and everyone likes the concept and idea, who cares?
It was great. And even people who were into cosplay on the internet were like, oh, she looks awesome. I don't know what she is, but she looks great. And I was like, yay.
Do you have any advice for those who are thinking the same thing, like, I want to get out of this, I want to quit, I'm done?
I mean, I would say if you need to take a break from it, by all means, take a little bit of a break. Like I did when I was in college, I didn't cosplay for a really long time, mostly because of time and budget. But, you know, I would just say, like, just kind of do some soul searching and think about, is it something you want to continue? Because cosplay itself is really expensive, and, you know, it takes a lot to do and a lot of your time. So yeah, I would just say, like, you know, make a costume you really want to make and don't really care what other people think about it. And don't try to become popular, because it'll just bite you later, and just, you know, let it flow. Just do what you want.
I totally agree. You got to be you're doing it for yourself and to have fun. Who cares what everyone else thinks and says? But it's nice when you get a compliment.
That's very nice.
Well, like I said earlier, you did win 2 of our awards last year. You won our best cosplay of the year and cosplay that broke the internet, and we have for you,
I get a thing?
Little certificate!
I get things! Yay! Oh my god. Oh. That's my name, and that's my name.
Yeah, that's your name. Yay. They're both for you, and we just wanted to thank you for just doing what you do, because like you said, people enjoy coming to cons to hang out, see people, look at cosplays. For one, that's one of the reasons I come now. It's like, I used to come because it was cool for my fandom, but you know what? It's the cosplayers and the people that really do it. And that's what, so thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
All right, everybody. We'll see you all later.